Hello, welcome to our channel. Today we are going to talk about a very important theme present in the Bible, the law of sowing and reaping. Have you ever heard about it? It is mentioned several times in the Holy Scriptures and has a very special meaning for our lives. So, stay with me for the next few minutes and let's learn together about this subject. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and give a like if you like the theme, that way you help this liberating message reach more people. The law of sowing is a divine law that applies not only to agriculture but to all aspects of life. It is found in several passages in the Bible, but we will focus on just a few of them. The first passage is found in Galatians 6 verses 7 to 8, which says, "Do not be deceived, God is not mocked. For whatever a man sows, this he will also reap. For he who sows to his own flesh, of the flesh will reap corruption, but he who sows to the Spirit will from the Spirit reap eternal life." This passage teaches us that the choices we make in life have consequences. If we sow good things, like love, kindness, and generosity, we will reap good things. But if we sow bad things, such as hatred, envy, and selfishness, we will also reap those fruits, and as the name already says, it is a law, that is, it is infallible. However much things seem not to be going the way we planned, do your part, only plant seeds that you really want to harvest. The second passage we will mention today is 2 Corinthians 9 verse 6, which says, "But this I say, he who sows sparingly will also reap sparingly, and he who sows bountifully will also reap bountifully." This passage is part of Paul's teaching to Christians in Corinth about the importance of generosity and giving. He explains that those who give generously will be rewarded generously as well. When talking about sowing and reaping, Paul is using a metaphor to illustrate how our actions have consequences. Just as a farmer who sows a small amount of seed will have a smaller harvest than one who sows a large amount, he who gives little will receive little, and he who gives a lot will receive much. Today's third and final passage is in Luke 6 verse 38. It is one of the best known and quoted by Christians around the world. It is part of the Sermon on the Mount, one of the most important teachings of Jesus Christ. The central message of this verse is the importance of generosity and charity. Jesus is encouraging his disciples and followers to be generous and help others, promising that if they do, they will receive even more in return. The word says, "Give, and it will be given to you, a good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over, will be given to you, for with the measure you use, it will be measured to you." In this verse from the book of Luke, Jesus is teaching about the importance of being generous and giving to others. He says that if you give, you will also receive in return. He depicts a picture of a person measuring something, and he says that the amount you give to others is the same amount you will get back. Jesus also uses some very emphatic language to describe the abundance of reward you will receive for being generous. He says that the measure he will receive back will be good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. This means that the reward you will receive will be very generous and abundant. In summary, this verse teaches us the importance of generosity and how it can be rewarded abundantly. It also reminds us that we should treat others the way we would like to be treated and that our actions have consequences. Put the law of sowing into practice by sharing this message with the most important people in your life, because everything we want for ourselves, we must cultivate tirelessly and without limits for our fellow people.